Greetings, Singularitarians. I'm Haley Lowy, Marketing Lead with SingularityNET, and I am here to lead our monthly recorded pod leader meeting. So welcome today. November and December has been another amazing month. We had the release of staking finally on Cardano, so our own novel staking solution, finally bringing that multi-chain promise to fruit for everybody and allowing everybody to participate more fully through the AGIX token in the decentralized AI economy. So that's been very exciting to see that release and that promise fulfilled. We're very happy about that. It's also been an amazing year just for our platform development team. 2023 has been the year of the platform, as we've talked about since February. So many upgrades, design changes, the change in the team managing and upgrading the platform has been amazing. The change in platform strategy becoming the knowledge layer of the internet, layer 3, blockchain layer 3. The strategy is crystallizing and becoming clearer, and we're seeing the rise of knowledge graphs across the internet, across AI, to help solve some of the problems with LLMs, of course. So the blockchain team is winding down, cleaning up the last bugs, and preparing for the redesign and maximizing the platform for multi-chain compatibility. So that's amazing, preparing to be even busier next year. And of course, we've had so many token launches as well this year. So Rejuve.AI, Hypercycle, Cogito, Sophia, all these amazing projects out on their own, building communities and growing, and more to look forward to, more launches next year. So I hope the community is ready and excited and enthusiastic for that. And as we're assembling our own end of year update within the marketing team, it's almost unbelievable the amount of progress that's happened across the board within OpenCog, within the platform, within the ecosystem, and in all these areas. But I'll let the pod leaders speak for themselves. They have so many updates to share and to bring you, both for the last month, maybe some reflections on the last year as well. And I'd like to start. Let's go over to Matt.
Hi there. This is Matthew Iklé, Chief Science Officer of SingularityNET, and I wanted to provide everyone with an update on our current progress on the AI DSL, or AI Domain Specific Language project. So this year, the AI DSL project has made some changes where we've kind of split the research into two tracks. One is kind of a fast track to create what we're now calling a SingularityNET assistant. The assistant will interface with the marketplace. It will use large language models to provide easy to use natural language interface for calling up services that might be useful for your needs from the marketplace, and try to combine these, synthesize these, and the original big picture idea of the AI DSL project. On a separate track, so we have the SingularityNET Assistant. We're still working on the underlying technologies within the actual AI DSL track. Because the large language models in other systems, such as Hugging GPT and our own SingularityNET Assistant, tend to be not as robust as we would like. They don't always work. They're not consistent. So we're still pursuing the difficult, computationally difficult computer science research necessary to provide that real deep synthesis connection of the application programming interfaces, using the descriptions from the SingularityNET marketplace through what's the technical term is the proto buffer. And we'll take all of that data, all the natural language data that's provided by developers about their programs. And once we're able to solve that difficult computer science research, we'll integrate that into the SingularityNET Assistant. So the SingularityNET Assistant, it's come a long way. It's should be available in the near future. And then later on, probably within a year or two, we'll have this hard program synthesis that supplements the SingularityNET and is integrated into the SingularityNET Assistant to provide better performance. And that's where we stand right now. SingularityNET Assistant, probably the release will be at the latest first half of 2024. And then within a year or two, probably a year, we'll be able to supplement that with the work that we've been pursuing independently using Meta, the Meta language, which we didn't expect to be that far along. We started off using Idris, but we're actually synthesizing within Meta at present. Chaining, these are those technical hard problems.
Since a recent meetup in Dubai devoted to Hyperon, I'm a Hyperon project manager, and I'm very happy to join the whole team finally. I was working on the meta coding before, so that I feel like most of technical stuff is pretty manageable and familiar to me. So I'm aiming to make this very familiar for everyone inside Hyperon related projects and later for all the community. It's quite long since the last recorded pod meeting, and there's so much going on. And it seems like the world has already changed, and I'm very excited to tell you about the overall progress in Hyperon. The most inspirational part here is applicability of the core meta. Minimal meta is almost ready. We are waiting on the wings to migration. And we have already started to apply meta to different AI algorithms, and it seems to be even better than we expected. We hoped it to be very usable for coders, but it's definitely going to speed up all the AI programmers' world. Anyway, I'm not talking about efficiency improvement. It's not at the relevant stage yet, not ready enough. I'm talking about programmers' working hours. Meta makes it very easy to implement complicated processes in AI, so we have a very strong basis to move towards singularity. For example, we have already an implementation of basic NARS, which is a non-axiomatic reasoning system on Meta. So for its performance improvement, they implemented a Meta through Scheme compiler, and its prototype works pretty well. Going back to Meta, there is such a thing called advanced REPL, which is read, print, evaluate, loop, think. We have implemented this, and improved import development is accelerating, so very soon we could start deploying all the powerful libraries, including the community contributions. We really succeeded in decentralization this way, so anyone could apply any library within the whole Hyperon or some parts of it and conduct unique experiments, and that is going to accelerate all the AGI research. So the whole system is aimed to be very adjustable to any idea. We have recently opened the LLM gate. This means LLM's integration to Hyperon has started and is sharp now as a meta package. which is interoperable with Hyperon components such as knowledge bases and reasoning. And it will be used in SingularityNET Platform Assistant in particular. And now LLMs, which are very on the edge technology, are going to be usable all around Hyper. Our plan of Hyper integration with the SingularityNET platform got a novel detail. Namely, we are aiming at creating Meta SDK for the platform as an intermediate step towards practical AI DSL in Meta. In particular, a protobuf to Meta translator is already created. From the Hyperon side, it will open the possibility to call any AI service on the platform as an ordinary Meta function. We also have a great progress in distributed atom space. It is currently adjusting to Meta and BIO atom space. And that means we potentially are ready to use enormous amount of memory and calculation resources. There is also a good progress in combining together different parts in the field of bioscience, and this is all inside Hyper. What is more, RSpace++ is also being improved, and it is waiting in a line to be integrated into Hyperon. In addition to this, an exciting idea of compiling Erlang and hypervectors is being worked out that will be a proxy for such compilation for Meta as well. To conclude, overall results are even more promising than expected, and the team is really looking forward Hyperon alpha release, and everyone in team is very inspired with the results and processes and progress, and everyone works at their best. So I'm see you in the near future.
Hi. Yeah, we had a really interesting time and a lot of interesting things to report. I would say that the most significant achievement and milestone that was finished is certainly staking on Cardano. So we have gone live with staking with a whitelist for the first 3 promotional epochs. We were thrilled to announce the launch during the Cardano summit. Many volunteers provided us early testing feedback, which was really valuable. And again, thank you for that. And right now, we are going with these 3 epochs. First one is over, and after the 3rd epoch, we'll round our exclusive rounds whitelist volunteers. And after the 3rd epoch is finished, we'll be open totally to all the participants by the end of the year. So that's great to report. Staking finally working and functioning really well, and to see all of your positive feedbacks. Thank you for waiting for some time for that, and now we can use it. Many things on the platform. So that might be said that we are updating almost all of the components of the platform, not moving from the conceptual design, but progressing with all of the components to make the onboarding process really easy end to end. From starting from helping the developers with the service development, for example, for the teams who are experienced AI engineers but may have some lack of experience, namely in service development, in deployment. So we are also giving guidelines and preparing really well working semi-automated solutions for deployment of AI services. I will note that separately. Also, we're updating all the key components, including daemon, CLI, and SDK. CLI is finished right now. We're progressing with Python SDK and thinking about also adding a JavaScript SDK for some different use case scenarios. And we totally updated demo for training on the platform operations, and getting ready to introduce examples with training of the services, which is unique, and I think that would be really high demand. It's just really a very cool feature. So we are progressing with that, and we'll present that functionality really soon. We are working also on many other supportive modules and tools. By the way, we are developing TUI solution to make intercommunication with the platform even more comfortable, just having many ways to use the platform, very different ways for some different AI onboarders with different technical expertise or just taste to the way how to communicate better. Improving technical documentation end to end. So all the technical documentation started from onboarding documentation, guidelines, everything we have. We'll provide more detailed examples and how-tos. Also, our platform team is always here to help you. So please, if you have any questions, issues, anything, please contact us. We will help you with everything. Right now we have like 24 hours support with people in different parts of the world. So one part of the team works in European time, another part in US, and we cover like all of the time zones by leveraging the our beautiful distributed teams with people all around the world. We're also progressing with the publisher portal regarding the onboarding process. But what the most interesting thing that I would like to highlight is reconsidering service development and deployment automation. So I believe we will come out with this in the end of the year. We're working on two basic scenarios. One is serverless operations and instance-based operations. And we will publish the guideline, which is in fact ready. We're just doing some final testing to make it perfect and polished. Onboarders will now be able to diversify the model hosting and communication practices, not by only having to host the AI models in-house or on custom service by using serverless GPU vendors provided by third parties, leverage the modern practices using Kubernetes and AI cluster management in used like semi-automated tools ready to be utilized by us. And certainly we will give detailed guidelines. Also, there are many interesting collaborations, including work with ICP, the Finance Foundation. So you will hear it in reports further. But that brings us to the AI aspect mostly. With our beautiful idea of Internet of Knowledge, we are also progressing with this in terms of collaborations with Internet Computer and also solely with the platform. So the idea is, as you know, is to combine the power of generative AI with the power of knowledge acquisition by combining knowledge graphs with LLM-based generative AI in a neurosymbolic paradigm. And I will just say that also generative AI is really progressing fast, and now we have much more compact models which will be deployed on the platform really soon, like in terms of days and weeks. We are working on that right now, and we are starting from that for deploying a bunch of the best language models running on the platform in a totally scalable way. And they will be augmentable by knowledge databases wrapped in knowledge nodes and knowledge graphs wrapped in knowledge nodes on the platform also, right from the start. So that's I guess the most interesting things I would like to highlight. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Loic Claveau, CMO of SingularityNET, and I wanted to give you some updates on our marketing initiatives. So first, as you might have seen in the few past weeks now, we've had the staking campaign, the promo campaign basically that we did and it seems to have done pretty well. A lot of people that we try to reach out and kind of like propose to come staking with us heed the word and did it. So it's pretty cool. We'll still keep on going for a few more weeks, and then after that it will be open to the entire public. We're also helping optimizing the Mindplex podcasts so that we bring a lot of our marketing savviness to make it better. So, you know, SEO optimization, thumbnails, YouTube, and so on. So I think the team is pretty happy with it, and then we keep going. Something else that is dear to my heart that we are building is called Visions of AGI, which is a new Instagram initiatives that will be based on proposing the way we see some important theme around either SingularityNET or the bigger singularity, right? So it's going to be visual videos, stuff like that, of how do we see or how do we envision the singularity and, you know, different things. So we're just going to feed our Instagram with pretty cool visuals, and there'll be a little bit more about that later down the road when we can announce more things around that, but it's pretty cool. We are refining Synapse as well, as some of you may not know, but hopefully most of you know. We have now a newsletter which is meant to bring a little bit of our own commentary within the world of AI and AGI. So it's kind of like we are commenting the news. We're bringing the news to you on a weekly or bi-weekly frequency, and just kind of like telling you what's happening, what are the big takeaway in the world of AI right now, and what do we think about it. We have now hired our short video content editor, Marilyn, and we're super happy. So we're going to start pumping up a lot more short video on YouTube, and then after that we'll bleed on the, you know, Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and so on, so that we have a slow rollout planned, but that's going to be pretty cool. And we, I think, released the first 2 videos, and I think the latest videos that we released pretty much reached the highest level of traffic that we had before, so that we ever had. So we are pretty stoked about that and very happy, and then we'll keep going there. Of course, we are keep supporting the ecosystem, right? Rejuve.BIO, you know, some other Gem Galaxy, Mindplex. So we are helping when they need some help, when, you know, they need some marketing work to complement their own work. Then we jumped on it, and then we do that. We are also building several narratives. So we get the team together around a kind of like the topics that we want to focus on in the next few months. So AGI being part of it. We have our, as you know now, our big event, Beneficial General Intelligence, or Artificial General Intelligence, BGI, that will be organized in Panama. And then we are starting to think about, hey, how do we want to do proper marketing for it, right? So that's part of the stuff. We also, of course, have the AGI narrative. As everybody knows, whatever happened with Salmatman recently, and, you know, the board firing and rehiring and all of that good stuff, kind of like put AGI front and center a lot more than was before. So our idea, because we are, I mean, Ben Gozal is the father of AGI, right? So we want to be front and center on this one and capitalize on this narrative as well. And then there's a lot of other things. We want to do a bit more crypto initiatives. We want to be, very careful, of course, but we want to build more on that front, and try to understand how can we talk a little bit more about our token, but without being, kind of like, we don't want to shield it, we don't want to do any of that stuff. We want to be conservative, but still we want to be able to tell people that the token exists, right? So yeah, that's been pretty much just few other stuff left and right, but I want to keep it short so that it doesn't end up in a 20 minutes video. But yeah, see you in the next one, I would say. Thank you.
Hello guys, this is Alex. I'm happy to meet you all on this wonderful day, 6th of December, and give you some update for what's happening inside SingularityNET for a bright perspective of our ecosystem. So first of all, I'd like to thank you for watching this video. We would like to share some new and latest updates. We are working really tough around our new latest initiative, which calls Knowledge Graph Layer 3, the Internet of Knowledge. This is purely a new infrastructure which we are inventing for the Web3 industry, and this infrastructure will help to boost delivery and development of AI services and AGI services for Web3 projects and Web3 startups. So the first big step we made with our new partnership with Vita is we will work on delivery these wonderful knowledge graphs for smart contracts with help of Layer 1 internet computer. We believe that we have common goals in terms of deliver decentralized AGI, and we are joining our efforts into the wonderful opportunity here. So this opportunity already outlined a technical plan. We're planning to make some later announcement what exactly we will be doing, and we have several angles on this cooperation. Besides just a product integration, we also work on the community angle, and we hope to come up with some really nice events together that we will host. I believe those events will also go in a kind of format of hackathon, and so stay first of all in touch with us, to follow the news. We will give some more details about this in January and February. So now just to remind you that in February we have a really nice prominent event from Singularity, which calls BGI. This is a standalone event which will happen in Panama, where we're inviting really nice speakers and we're going to discuss the key aspects of developing beneficial AGI and the main obstacles. So if you are part of this invite, I'm happy to welcome you there. And for the rest audience, I'm inviting you to see the online streaming videos that will be happening from this wonderful event. So back to our partnership with Infinity. So we do integration with several angles. One of them is product. We see that Knowledge Graph and Layer 3, which we developed, is really useful story that can take in place with our partners, and that's why together with the Infinity team, we are planning to do really product integrations. I believe the first step will be hosting of SingularityNET Marketplace on internet computing. So I will not disclose the rest steps. I would like to keep them a little bit in the shadow mode until we will be ready to make a proper announcement. The second area of the integration is the community. So we do work with community. I would like to present several ideas about educational courses that we see here. Some basic misperceptions of AGI already exist in the market, and we see our efforts should be go to promote a broader understanding of what the actual AGI means. And we hope that these courses will be soon later published, and we are working here now closely with several universities and knowledge providers to combine these courses for AGI holders, and these courses will be part of our global idea of promoting a knowledge layer. So this is like several two updates I'd like to give. There is more concrete stories will be coming in January and February. So we are working closely with the other layer ones. Altogether, we have five partners for layer ones, which will be promoting and implementing our new initiative of layer 3 knowledge graph. And I'm also inviting other partners, other key players on the market to join the knowledge graph initiative, because we believe that this story is unique and it's helped to boost development of large language model and their integration with the Web3 industry. So that can be considered as a full potential middleware for the large language models. So that's probably all as of 6th of December. So soon happening a lot of the nice celebrations and Christmas parties. So I hope we'll get a chance to catch up before the New Year holidays. So I'll try to get some new updates also. So stay in touch and keep follow us on social networks, LinkedIn, Twitter, Telegram. We'll get some things there for sure. Thank you guys. That was Alex.
About the deep funding round 3 results, we have had a very nice result. It's about 150% growth from the last round 2, where we had 17 proposals being selected as awarded proposers, and now we have 43 in total. For a big initial assessment that I did, we have almost 24 time zones that we are operating. Remembering that the teams are distributed, normally they are not based only in one place, they are teams spread out throughout the world. So this is something very interesting to remark, because even the operational effort is different in this sense. We have to have new tools, new processes to address this growth, and we are doing this via a very interesting a concept called circles. So we are implementing in this decentralization process that we want to go through and that we aim as the final setup for the deep funding program. These circles, they operate mainly based on community members. So we are going to become more scalable when we decentralize our processes. They are not based only in Rafael, Jan, and others, and other internal staff, but we also have community members operating. For instance, we began this with the eligibility review for the proposals that were sent, and now we are at the stage of contract. So we also have contracts being reviewed and properly done by a decentralized team, again based on the community members that perform a total of 9 community members, and they are going to address each contract with the teams and projects that were awarded, and they are going to keep doing this work via the milestone reviews. So now what we are doing is making this process, this new process of milestone reviews. Originally, all the teams that had, and just remember, we pay upon the delivery of milestones. We do the disbursements for the teams via milestones deliverables, which we assess and approve or not, and give the payment. For this, before, until the round 2 of deep funding, we use it to receive an email with the deliverable, or perhaps via Discord, or perhaps via Slack/Mattermost. Now we are implementing this process where teams have to go through deal work and also Discord when they have some sort of, I'm going to use a word here, but it's not potentially it's not the proper one, but when you have a dispute where a team think it's okay that the deliverable, but the reviewers don't, they goes then in a private channel into Discord and discuss that. So there are a lot of nuances in this process, because otherwise wouldn't be possible to perform these milestone reviews for 43 teams or projects actually. So that's the most currently the most recent effort that we are doing. By the way, the team, the reviewers circle is doing this. We are also developing another circle, which is the marketing circle. Again, focusing on decentralization of the process of the entire deep funding program. Marketing is something very important for us, not only because it keeps the community aware about what we are doing, and we are accountable to the community with what we are doing and performing, but also we are going to make awareness around the rounds itself and how we can bring proper or improved proposals, improved projects, and so on, that are relying or that are aiming for our purpose, which is to fund projects to be onboarded on SingularityNET AI marketplace and to make the decentralized marketplace and decentralized artificial intelligence something true, right? So in this sense, we are very happy with the results so far, not only in numbers, but also in quality. We have been seeing a lot of good projects rising from these elected or selected proposals. And of course, as all new processes and all new ideas, we also have some challenges. And these challenges are being addressed with something that it's the core of our idea or our intentions, mission, and vision, which is the decentralization. We don't want to be have only the marketplace or artificial intelligence as decentralized. We also want to operate in a decentralized way, to become a true decentralized organization, right? And this is a very it's singular, right? How to make this happen, and of course there are some hurdles in this opportunity that we are having. But we are receiving a very good feedback from the community into this, because they know that we are doing that in the best of the not only intentions but also outcome. So yeah, we also have another similar circle, right? I mentioned about the reviewer circle, which do this process of reviews and kind of operations as well into our organization. I mentioned about the marketing circle that's going to bring us and leverage us into another level of game. But we also have the focus group, which was basically the first one designed and implemented. The focus group itself is made by community members as well. We have 5 community members that talk about governance and this kind of midpoint between the deep funding program and the community, because again, decentralization is what we are aiming here. And they are performing listening sessions, and these listening sessions happens each other Thursday. We are going to have one at this December the 7th, and each other Thursday then. And they are going to discuss about governance issues. Okay, the last one was about our engagement awards. So we perceived that some of the members of the community weren't operating in a fair way towards the comments and reactions into proposals, because they were being rewarded, financially rewarded. And then we decided to go through the focus group to analyze the situation and say, hey, what's the best way to go and to work here? We come up with an idea, sorry again, and then we got to the community, give their input as well. With that in hands, we went through a process and said, hey, this is the best thing that we can do considering all the stakeholders that are involved and so on. So the rewards now are going to, we are going to pay even those that didn't operate in a fair way because it was the rule before, but we are giving extra rewards for those that via a review from the reviewer circle, you see, we are even crossing these circles when doing solutions or creating solutions. The reviewer circle reviewed all the comments in the portal and selected via an algorithm. They selected 10 members of the community that engaged to reward them extra, because we believe this is more, it's fair, right? Some of them weren't even rewarded because many of the ones that operated in the wrong way took them the chance of it. So these were the last meetings in the listening sessions where we discussed with the community about it. That's the goal and how we are going to operate with this decentralized approach that we are talking. We also had the onboarding of new teams, right? So we have the selection of 43 teams by the community selecting, and then we had to onboard them. We had a very nice 2-hour call or meeting, if you prefer, the welcoming awarded teams meeting. And we discussed the whole process and the future process, contracts, milestones, their participation in surveys that we have to have as we are accountable to the community, also the monthly meetings and so on. We are going to launch newsletters as well that they are going to participate with content from their projects and so on. And this onboarding, it was very successful. And as I said, now we still have some teams that are signing the contracts because we give a gap for them to slightly analyze and assess their milestones proposed, since they are not changing budget or scope or whatever. Perhaps one milestone they prefer to change to the other milestone in the order or something like that. So there are some projects that didn't sign yet. From there, we are going to start properly and doing. But what I have to say is, even we are not that far from the selection of teams, we already have a lot of teams that are delivering milestones, going to events in the marketing pool, for instance, Cardano Summit, Web Summit as well. So we have plenty of new things happening in this deep funding environment. So I am very excited with what's going to happen next. Absolutely. That being said, it's mostly what we are working or cooking in our deep funding program. And I hope it's clear and transparent enough for the community what we are doing here. We are always open to receive communication via Telegram, Discord, Mattermost, and so on. So please reach out if you have any doubt or if you want to participate, be more participative in our processes. Okay, so yep, thank you very much for your time and see you next month.
Thanks a lot. First, let me start off with the Supervisory Council. They had their first open office session last week, which is a recurring call for community members to engage with the Supervisory Council. Also, a survey has been sent out by them on Telegram and Discord. I'll try when this video is uploaded to link it below. The main issue for them is right now seems to be a split community over platforms, like Telegram and Discord being quite separate. I did make a Telegram group now for the Ambassador program as well, to help a bit there. I'll include it below as well. Then on to the Ambassador program. We're hitting a bit of a reflective period. The end of year is near. The end of year report is coming up as well. Next week's town hall session, we'll have a workshop looking back on the past year and also forward to the coming year. Then, two main discussion items over the past period have been starting off with the Q4 budget. It's been very slow to progress, but we finalized it eventually. And main lesson learned there is to start that process in time because, well, Q1 is around the corner. So yeah, we are getting started on that discussion. Then yesterday during town hall, we had a vote on a proposal for a round table, which is a body for conflict resolution in the ambassador program for when the involved parties cannot solve the conflict themselves. And this was not accepted during the vote. Basically, we spent the whole town hall on feedback about the proposal. The main worry would be introducing a level of hierarchy, which we should try to avoid. But yeah, there will be quite a bit more discussion about that document, so if you're interested, do hop on Discord. And then, yeah, closing up, a quick shout out to the newly formed developer work group. They're looking for new people, so if you're a developer and want to get busy helping out, also hop onto Discord. And yeah, that's it. Hope to see you there.
Hi everyone, this is Hruy from Mindplex. This month we have a couple of milestones concluded from our side. The first one is the launching of our Mastodon instance, which has some cool features, including a blockchain integration. So now users interacting on Mastodon will also benefit from the Mindplex reputation system. At the same time, we have synced both platforms, so every content on Mindplex is tutored on Mastodon as a post. I mean, the actual term is tut on Mastodon, so every content is a tut on Mastodon now, and then every comment or reply to other users' comment will also be synced on the Mastodon, which gives the user more platform to share and express their opinions on our contents. So this one is completed and the launching was done a week ago. Next to that, we have started to work on phase 2 of our reputation system. Right now, the reputation calculates the user's credibility or the content's credibility. It works both ways. And then it just gives you a score, and the score is an actual reputation token, which is recorded on chain. However, there is no detail when it comes to this score. Like when it says user A has 36 MPXR points, or when it says this content has 5.6 MPXR points, it just tells you numbers. It doesn't tell you what it means and who are the interactors on this content or with this user, what's the association reputation, what is the bias. All these factors are hidden. So phase 2 of the Mindplex reputation system will start working on these factors, and then whenever a user interacts with another user, or a user starts to read or listen to podcasts, they will have this kind of detailed reputation points of the content creator, of the actual content they're consuming. This has started a couple of weeks ago, and it will be completed in the middle of Q1 of 2024. Other than that, on the community side, we have seen a promising increase in the month of September. Our daily viewers has now increased to 3,000 and above that. It's a good achievement on our side, and we hope that this number will keep growing for the coming between 2 and 3 months. We hope that we will reach up to 5,000 daily viewers of the site, and then we will keep growing on that side. So in terms of actual numbers, we have more than 12,000 community members on all our platforms, which includes the magazine, our Telegram group, our LinkedIn group, our Twitter group, and then our YouTube followers. So this by the end of September, we have around 12,500 community members. And then we keep to grow this number up to 20,000 in the coming 3 months. So we will have this healthy and vibrant community under the Mindplex ecosystem. Other than these two, what we have achieved in September is it's a little bit back-end related story. We have officially started building on the Mindplex chatbot. Of course, we are going to use large language models, and then these chatbots will be able to help readers in 3 aspects. The first version of this chatbot. The first one will be it will point out if there are any logical fallacy on the content the user is reading. Our aim is not to ban or not to forbid users from accessing certain contents, but our aim is just to enhance the quality of the content and at the same time empower the users and then help them make decisions based on reliable information. So one aspect of the chatbot will focus on identifying fallacies. The other aspect of the chatbot will help providing background information, prominent researchers, data related to finance, investment, and similar stuffs on the topic. So this will be the second purpose of the chatbot. And then the third purpose of the chatbot will focus on the aesthetic aspect. In this case, probably it will show the writer if the content is written from different kind of tones. For example, what if a sarcastic writer rewrites this content, and then it will show how it will look like from a sarcastic point of view. What if it's written from the dooms and glooms point of view, things like that. So users can play with the chatbot on the aesthetic aspect and change different tones, and the chatbot will rewrite the article with these selected different tones. At the same time, we are going to have a couple of famous personalities. It could be a fictional personality or it could be from real life. And then users can ask the chatbot, what if this personality write this kind of content or this content, and then the chatbot will rewrite the content in accord with the selected personalities. Well, at the same time, we are going to have image generating tools, and then the same tool will also be the auto comment moderator. So this development has started on this aspect, and probably it will be completed in the coming 16 days. So this is our update from Mindplex. Stay tuned and please interact with our comments, give us your feedbacks, and then have a nice holiday.
So December has been another great month here at NuNet, with our focus looking at technical developments, research developments, team developments as well as community initiative developments as well. So during this month we launched our internal research team, and over the last couple of weeks we're thrilled to announce that we've made some further advancements in our internal research team, looking at efforts to enhance the NuNet platform. And this month, in particular, looking at core platform enhancements, such as continued work on distributed computing at scale, advancing zero knowledge proofs for jobs completion, and breaking ground in the decentralized identity management for the NuNet platform. In terms of use case development, we're deepening our exploration and knowledge into distributed machine learning jobs processing, looking at integrating large language models into NuNet, and expanding the private network functionalities. In terms of architectural advancements, we're kind of focusing on the integrating beneficial services and advancing data processing and developing a service-orientated architecture. to support decentralized applications. As always, our project is open source, and we kind of look forward to sharing our latest breakthroughs and advancements and contributions to the decentralized computing field through our GitLab, which you can find, and our social channels, which you can find more information at NuNet.io/links. We've also made some significant progress in defining our testing process with our new QA tester who has now been onboarded. And in defining testing processes means that we can execute consistently on the current infrastructure as well as new releases as they're being deployed to test on, as well as staging and production. With this, it should also help automate and expedite testing, giving us a report for each release and current status performance. And defining this process will also help us to structure community testings, as well as the Earn Drop Bounties program, which we will hopefully be releasing more bounties in the new year. In terms of team developments, this year NuNet has welcomed 11 new members onto our team. And in 2024, we hope to welcome more team members. And if you would like to join NuNet, you can head over to nunet.io/links, and you'll see a link for the open positions and jobs available. Or you can keep an eye on our socials for any updates. For community testing and development, we're currently still in stage 4 with our community, and we hope to wrap up this stage in coming into the new year and then launching into our Earn Drop Bounties program, where we'll have a kind of variety of bounties for the community to test, improve and enhance the NuNet platform before mainnet release. Again, if you'd like to get involved in testing, you can head over to our Discord channel and assign yourself the tester's role, and you will be able to see all of the tests that are currently happening and future tests as well. And just a quick note to finish up and say thanks to all of our community members, testers and contributors over the last year who have helped to develop the NuNet platform and bring it to where it is today. And we really look forward to working with you in 2024. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Cloris, CEO of Cogito Protocol. In today's section, I'd like to provide an update of Cogito about where we are and what we have been doing. So first of all, to review our milestone target for December, we plan to launch for our T Fund and G Fund as well as for our KYC. So the first one is the launch of the 2 funds, G Fund and T Fund. I'd like to remind that G Fund is a green fund. Basically, we will be investing in copper bonds with green energy, a green mandate. T Fund is a simple strategy of investing in U.S. Treasury bonds, short-term Treasury bonds. So as of today, all the procedures and documents are prepared, and we plan to submit and we are very ready to submit the documents to the regulators, and we plan to submit them to Cayman Islands Monetary Authority on the first working day of January. So we are choosing to do this because launching in December would require us to pay a full year's fee for 2023. So to save costs, we've decided to wait for a few more days. Second part is on the KYC. So we are ready to open the KYC for investor registration, and we will shortly open it to the community and to the market as well, along with a reward program. So our marketing and growth team will provide more details in the next few days. A very important update I want to mention is our business strategy. So as the communities might be aware of, so T Fund and G Fund are fixed income products offering passive income to investors. So it's a low risk product, right? Our target clients are crypto startups who with a lower risk tolerance for investing capital in volatile assets. So as well as like traditional finance investors. Considering, right now, I believe many people feel the same way, that there is a transition to a more bullish market. So native crypto traders may prefer to take more risks rather than allocating significant capital to passive income. So as a result of that, we are expediting the offering of our X Fund, which is one of our most prominent AI managed growth fund. So that will be, we will have like more details in terms of how we are going to structure it and how we are going to manage it, etc. In the next update. So yeah, that's from Cogito. Thank you.
Hey, here's Patrik, Gudev, CEO of Jump Galaxy, and I'm excited to share with you our recent updates. So the most exciting part of is that we are making some progress in development, and it really makes me happy in all fronts. So definitely, like a big part of what I want to mention is we have a currently new rebranding, so it's gonna be coming soon. So stay with us, and hope you will like it. So we're gonna have also a new landing page and so on. But mostly excited I am about the development, which we are making some good progress with our MVP, especially of our desktop app. So we are currently having a new UI of the desktop. So it's a first version, which I'm really happy. We got some really good UI designers in our team. So that's very exciting. And also we are building the prototype of the MVP, which we have a new backend developer, Matt Foster, who is a wonderful senior developer, who is currently building our desktop app. So we are aiming to have a prototype, internal prototype, like still this year. So that's very exciting. And of course, we will share more informations like after the new year. If the development is successful in internal. And so we are also making big progress with documents. So we are currently finalizing the product white paper, also the PRD documents and so on. So bear with us, we will soon share it to the community. And also, of course, we are preparing some things towards TGE, but it's something we will update you at the beginning of the next year. So definitely bear with us around that. And also the last part I want to mention is that we have a currently new hire of Karel Němeček, who is helping us with marketing. So we gonna have some new designs and new things. So definitely keep checking our social media, Twitter or currently X, and we will keep you updated about our progress.
Hi, I'm Melissa. I am the marketing director for Rejuve.AI, and we have a ton of really exciting updates for this latest Pod Leaders update. So first off, the biggest and the most important is that we are in the final stages of our app development progress. We have completely redesigned the app from the ground up. The redesign is in there. It looks amazing. However, if you are in the beta version, you're not going to be able to see it only because we're implementing it all at once. But you can see some sneak peeks on our website and on our social media if you're really curious about what it looks like. So in addition to that, we also have redesigned our website. So go check it out if you haven't yet. It's just Rejuve.AI. It looks great. We've had a really incredible group of designers that have been working on making everything look very futuristic, very techy, and the latest and greatest for all of our Rejuve followers and members. So we're really excited about that. In addition to that, we have hired, or I guess with that, we've hired a bunch of new team members that have helped create the success of Rejuve and launching us into the beginning of 2024's exciting updates. So the first one that we have is we have a new product / project manager. He is helping get the app to the final stages with the AI and making sure that everything's getting done. He is great. We also have a new community manager. If you follow any of our Twitter, Telegram, Discord, and participate in those channels, you've probably seen him in there. His name is Stuart. He has been doing a great job. And last but not least, we have a new content writer who's been publishing multiple blog posts on both Medium and our website, some of which have been picked up by publications around the world in South Africa, Lifespan.io, things like that, which is really exciting for us. So if you hadn't had an opportunity, go check all of them out. They they're doing a really great job. So we're super stoked about that. Let's see. On the AI front, I think that this is the biggest question that everybody has is what's happening with the AI. The AI is crushing it. We're getting there. We have the generative AI that's getting put in on top of the base net right now, which our team members, our CTO and staff are continuing to work on. And we're also in the middle of working on the genomic and epigenomic data with True Diagnostics as well. So there's a lot of progress on the AI front, which we have been continuing to update into the beta versions of the app and such moving forward. So super exciting on that part. We're really looking forward to everybody being able to use it to its full potential. And let's see, I think the other big question that everyone has been talking about or asking about has been the migration, particularly about the step chain and everything like that. So the migration has been successful. There's new staking and liquidity pools online at SDAO. If you are on the Cardano chain, there was not any need for you to do anything with that. As most people have been wondering, Step's been setting up the new bridge on their platform, as this is in their area of expertise. So we're waiting for them. They have announced that it should be done by the end of December. So as soon as we have the updates from Step, you will also have the Step update or the updates from us as well. So really excited, looking forward to that. As for what's upcoming for us, obviously the biggest thing for us is the app launch. I would say we are very close. We're at the final stages. If you are a beta tester right now, we appreciate your feedback and constant diligence in helping us make the best app launch that we can have with the bug reports and things like that that you're getting. So please continue to support us with submitting those. We're really looking forward to getting this out in the beginning of next year. So we'll be able to keep you updated as soon as we have a specific date and time for that as well. We've also had some really great opportunities in the last little bit to participate in events, mainly to get the Rejuve name out there and create some new partnerships as well. So we were at the Cardano Summit in Dubai, working closely with other Cardano-based projects, and as a result of that, we've also become listed on the BitTrue exchange as of yesterday. So that's super exciting news for everybody. We've also been listed on the CoinX as of today as well. So there's a lot of great progress in terms of the RJB token that continues to go up and increase as we're hopefully, knock on wood, getting out of this bear market as we know it. So that's the basic summary of what's happening at Rejuve right now. If you have any more questions or you want more updates, feel free to follow our YouTube page. Our Telegram channel gets weekly updates with all the latest development updates. So please follow along, check us out, and we appreciate your support.
Hi, everyone. So we have some exciting updates at Rejuve.BIO. We are currently in the process of uploading our recent sequencing results from our Methuselah fruit flies. We sequenced their RNA and DNA at a late stage of life, and that's currently being uploaded into our bioatom space that will add to our knowledge metagraph that will be used for hypothesis generation and inferences that will guide our research. Another thing that's really exciting is that we have secured a spot at JP Morgan Healthcare Week in January in San Francisco for a presentation. I will be presenting at Biotech Showcase, which is a very popular co-located event. And then beyond that, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, you heard it here first. All of the energy, all of the great news, all of the progress from the pods happening right here before your eyes, unfolding. November, December, any time of year, we're just keep moving forward and we don't cease in that momentum. So I want to wish a happy holidays to everybody who's celebrating holidays. I want to wish a happy December to anybody who's not celebrating holidays, and I hope you have a joyful end of year if it's your end of year, or not your end of year if you're in Ethiopia or anywhere else that doesn't have end of year in December. And we'll see you in January, and we look forward to it then.